Hi, welcome. My name is Marlene. Today I just wanted to do a face full of sunscreen products, mostly Supergoop. I'm getting ready for work right now, or I just parked and I'm getting ready for work. But I have these Supergoop lipsticks. I have 3 colors. And of course I'm going to go in with their infamous Protectint because I love this stuff. I also have this like little eyeshadow guy that they have. It's in the color Daydream. And then I have 2 other lip products that I want to try throughout the day that are also SPF. It is getting hot here, the sun's shining, so on the way home, I want to make sure that my lips are just as protected as my face. I have these e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss. And then I have these Innbeauty Project Sun Balms SPF 30s. These are all mineral sunscreens. Supergoop does have a chemical lip balm that is clear. I enjoy that one, but not as much as I do the lipsticks. So let me start applying stuff to my face. I'm gonna go in with a layer of a base sunscreen. I'm trying to use up this Purito Daily Go-To sunscreen. I'm not a fan of it, but like I said, I just kind of want to use it up. Main reason I don't like it is because I don't feel like it's hydrating enough for my dry skin, and I feel like it makes my face kind of greasy. But because the Supergoop Protectint is kind of more like a makeup product, and I'll talk a little bit more when I'm applying it, but I feel like I can't go in as thick of a layer as I want to get that sun protection. I guess main reason I don't like this Purito one, like I said, it does kind of leave my face looking a little greasy, and then it has kind of like, some Korean sunscreens have this like comforting, like soothing feeling to my face when it's like a little irritated, and this one kind of like, it feels kind of stingy and raw, like it's not as gentle and nourishing as the other ones. So that's the main reason I wouldn't like this, but I think it would be okay for, actually, it wouldn't even be okay for reapplying because like I said, my skin already feels like really greasy and gross right now. After I go through this one, I won't be repurchasing that Purito sunscreen. I have the Protectant in the color 20C. I'm going to do the 2 fingers, but it's a little lighter than I usually do. But I really like this stuff. It did take me a little while to learn to work with this because I learned that you can't really overwork this. At least for me. I am new to makeup and new to taking care of my skin, so it took me a little while to figure out how to work with this. I learned that there's certain products I can't use underneath it because it will pill, but I think it's mostly the skincare that you prep your face with does matter, because some products are prone to pilling. Like I said, this one you just kind of have to like glaze it over gently. You can't be like rubbing it and overworking it in. I just take my time gently spreading it over. Really try not to overwork it too much. And I know there are people that apply this with like a brush. Like I said, it is kind of more seen like a foundation makeup product because it does provide a really nice coverage. So like as you can see there, like if you like apply it with the wrong prep, like that sunscreen I just used, or if you overwork it too much, it will start to like bunch up like that. But it's easy to just kind of like I said, just don't overwork it and then just gently glide it over, and it applies very nicely. That's what that looks like applied. Like I said, it kind of does a really good job at like evening out your skin tone. It's very light, it's not noticeable. I know you can kind of build this up, but I like to just leave it like a very natural finish. I just went ahead and tapped some of the excess product off of my eyelids, and now I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow. This has SPF 30 and it is kind of like a shimmery eyeshadow. It's kind of like a little moussey texture. It's like a neutral champagne-y color. So I'm just grabbing it on my fingertips. This one is new to me and I haven't used it before, and I kind of wish I had gotten another color. I forgot the exact colors that they do have available. I feel like this one doesn't really flatter my skin tone. It kind of like washes out, so I might add a little bit of an eyeliner just to contrast that. Yeah, it's like really washed out. I feel like it kind of picks up a lot of the texture too on my eyelid skin, and I don't like that. So far this one I don't like. The only Supergoop products I really like are the Protectint, the lipsticks, the lip gloss, and I think that's about it. Everything else has been kind of iffy and questionable for me. I don't think I can wear these into work. It might be a little bit too much. This one is in the color Lucky Me. This one's in the color High Five. And this one's in the color Love You More. Now these do have a little bit of an odd smell. They have kind of like a minty smell, and they also smell like crayons to me. I'm going to use Lucky Me as a blush today. I'm just going to apply it to my fingers and then dab it on my cheeks. I just went ahead and applied a little, and I'm just going to work that in and then tap. I'm gonna go in with like a bronzer just to even out the blend into the rest of it. It's kind of like stainy, and it's not as easy to work in. Of course, this isn't intended as a blush, but I just wanted to give it a shot as a blush. But I don't think it looks too bad as a blush. It looks kind of nice. It's kind of got that like sunburnt look to your face. It's Merit Bronze Balm. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to even out that application there. And maybe put a little up here. I'm going to do a little bit more of this Shimmershade, the little eyeshadow thing I used, and I'm going to put a little bit on my fingers and use it as a highlight. Put a little bit up here too on the brow bones. Just fill in my eyebrows real quick. I have these Lethal Cosmetics multi-chrome liner. I'm going to throw a little bit of this on here to kind of like line my eyelids a little. It's not the easiest or creamiest to apply. Just going to leave it like that. And the little eyeshadow thing is starting to crease. I wanted to try to wear this without an eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put on the lip and then I'm going to go into work. Like I said, these might be a little bit too bold for work. I think I'm going to go in with the High Five. It might be the most tame, and then I'll reapply with the lip glosses throughout the day to see how those wear. So that is High Five. I think these are like super pretty and very comfortable to wear. They do have this immediate peppermint tingliness to it, but it does go away, and the peppermint kind of like lingers just for a little bit. And like I said, they do have kind of like a bit of a crayon smell to them, but they're very comfortable to wear. They last a while. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to do just like a little bit of a wear test to see how it lasts through work. Then like I said, I'll reapply with the glosses throughout the day, and I'll show you those as we go. Okay, let's get to work. So I'm trying to do a wear test, and of course it has not gone well because I got really dirty. This is the lip balm from the Innbeauty project. It wears like a lip balm. The Supergoop lipstick, that one stays on. Like, that one lasts. I was feeling like my lips starting to get like a little dry here, but I'm having the same thing with this too. I think that's just how colored products wear throughout the day. But the eyeshadow, I hate. I really don't like that. As a highlight maybe, but it does accentuate texture and lines. The lipstick as a blush, I really like it as a blush. And of course, the Supergoop, it wears really nicely. Like, it just doesn't really settle into like lines or anything that much, and it does look very skin-like and very natural. I'm gonna go wash my face and do an application of just the Supergoop without the Purito sunscreen that I was wearing earlier. And I'm going to do a little bit of the blush, and then I'm going to put on one of the e.l.f. lip glosses, and then I'll swatch everything out at the end of the day. So it is around noon right now. So I'm going to, like I say, go wash up, reapply, because obviously I can't reapply sunscreen over this. It's a mess. And yeah, we'll check back in later, and at the end of the day, like I say, I'll swatch everything out for you guys. Alright, face washed off and reapplied with just the Supergoop, and I did enough to be enough sun protection, and then I did go in with the e.l.f. lip gloss. It does kind of settle into the lines of the mouth, but I think this is the most comfortable one to wear out of all of them. It does have a coconutty smell too, and it's like super delicious if you're into that. And then I also did the milk eyebrow thing. I'll put the name here, I forgot what it's called, but this one's really nice if you like actually have eyebrows and you like the like laminated look, I guess it would be. It's really nice for that. I barely have any eyebrows, so it doesn't really like, I don't do it justice, but it's a really nice product and I really like it, and it's like super quick to use and it stays. It doesn't go anywhere. But it does kind of like take up, or like it doesn't spread evenly, like I said, if you don't have those eyebrows for it to go on to. Just do a little bit with the back camera. I also went back in with the lipstick for the blush, and I went over my eyes with it too. I gave up on that little eyeshadow pot. I did do like a little bit of highlight, but I don't think you can really tell with that little eyeshadow pot. That one, I will continue to like use it up as like a highlighter. But as an eyeshadow, no. That just does not flatter my skin texture. Swatch time, starting with the e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss. It is an SPF 25. It uses zinc oxide as the mineral filter. It also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E to help moisturize and condition lips, and it does have a tropical coconut scent. This one goes for $7, which is super affordable compared to the other two. This one is also my favorite because it is the most comfortable to wear, the easiest to use. I like how sheer it is, and and wearable. Of course, the darker tint is a little bit more noticeable, but the other one is just kind of like a nice natural tint. Like, it's just super comfortable to wear. You barely feel it on your lips, and it doesn't have that nasty sunscreen taste. So this one is by far my favorite. Next one is this Innbeauty Project Sun Balm. It is an SPF 30. It has 13.5% nano zinc oxide. It also includes squalane and jojoba oil to hydrate and visibly plump lips. It also has mango and shea butter to soothe and condition dried lips. And it also serves as an antioxidant for a potent antioxidant protection. This one is a lot thicker. It does say it is a sheer balm on the website, but I think it is way more opaque than that. This one is comfortable, but as it wears throughout the day, it does kind of like travel to the outer parts of my lips, so it looks like I'm wearing a lip liner. So this one wears the least natural. It's not sticky, it's comfortable, it's hydrating. I just much prefer the e.l.f. lip gloss formula. It's more comfortable to wear throughout the day. Now we have the Supergoop Lipstick Mineral Lip Colors. I really like these ones. They last super long on the lips. They're not super drying. They're just so comfortable. This is an SPF 30, and it does have zinc oxide as the mineral filter. They do have a peppermint flavor, and like I mentioned, they do smell like crayons to me. It is a satin finish, and it has peptides. They have muru and shea butters, as well as natural mango to help nourish lips for a softer and smoother feel. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this one and the Innbeauty Project both go for $24. The color Love You More is hands down my favorite. I really love that color. Okay, the Supergoop Shimmershade, I did not like it. It does use zinc oxide and octisalate as the filters. It is an SPF 30 and it goes for $24. I just feel like it accentuates any texture that I have on my skin, so I won't be using it as an eyeshadow, but I will be using it as a highlighter. Alright, the Supergoop Protectint, I love this stuff. It is an SPF 50. It uses zinc oxide, homosalate, and octisalate as the UV filters. This formulated with 83% skincare ingredients. It has hyaluronic acid infused clay to balance skin's moisture and sebum levels, and it uses ectoin to defend skin from oxidative stress caused by blue light radiation and pollution. When I wore this on its own without anything underneath, it wore so beautifully. The texture of my skin was beautiful. I love this. The only thing is it's just so tiny and it's so expensive. This one goes for $44 and the packaging is so small. It has 1.18 fluid ounces, but I really love this stuff. It looks super beautiful. Like, if you want to wear it in place of makeup, it just looks so skin-like. I love this stuff. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.